Hello everyone, Karl here. This is week 8 of the European LCS and I'm here now with Froggen from Alliance. Congratulations on your win against Super Hot Crew. Did you expect those bans against you?
Yeah, I think right now, like since Karthus was banned the first time against SK, people are just like wanting to ban it all the time because they think it has been really strong in scrims because SK didn't want to play against it.
The game started really slowly, so what was the point that made you get the advantage and win in the end?
I think versus Super Crew, they pretty much only winning because the bottom lane is snowballing. So Impaler likes to play three champions a lot, which is like Wukong, Vi, and Pantheon, which is like the three huge level 6 gankers. So usually he will farm till level 6 and then he will only look to gank bottom lane. And they're doing that pretty much in every single game they're playing in LCS. So we basically just tried to get Caitlyn and Fresh if we could in the champion selection, and it was our two first picks because they didn't contest it. So we had a really safe and a really strong scaling bottom lane. And at that point, we were basically just, okay, pick a strong mid, pick a strong jungler, and then we'll just look to roam a lot and trying to get kills that way. It was a really slow game because they warded up a lot, and we needed to get 2 sweepers to actually make something happen. And we weren't too worried about actually getting outscaled in the late game because we had Trundle against Renekton, which is the stronger matchup for Trundle.
Last week we saw you pick Karthus and Wicked pick Irelia, which was kind of season 2 picks. And yeah, we saw why the Karthus was banned against you even before you had the chance to pick it. Do you think it can be picked in any team composition?
I think mainly Karthus, he excels in like team fights, and then usually he has a really weak laning phase because you need to hit the layaways, which is really hard to hit against mobile champions. So he might not be the best in every single situation, but you can always make him fit. Like the thing that actually makes Karthus really strong is the fact that you can snowball other lanes. You actually don't even have to do anything on your own lane. All you have to do is stay alive and then use your ultimate. And if you build like I do, I basically just get 2 items and then I hit level 11 at the same time, which is like level 2 ultimate, and it deals like 500 damage at least. And 500 damage onto the bottom lane when they have like 1,000 or 1,200 health is like really, really strong, and it's basically like a free win to snowball bottom lane.
So is there a matchup in the mid lane that you wouldn't pick it against?
I think it does really poorly against LeBlanc because she's so mobile. It's also doing really bad against champions that can split push later on in the game because Karthus usually wants a team fight, and if you don't have any champions to actually take care of the split push, then it will be a really not that strong of a composition you have.
Wicked mentioned last week that you have a lot of different opinions in the team on how the game should be played. Can you explain what those are?
I don't think it's so much about different opinions. I think it's more about like different ways we used to play, because coming off Copenhagen Wolves, me and Wicked is obviously coming off EG, and then Taps was from Lemon Ducks, and we all had different play styles. And we need basically to fit all that together. But it's slowly being better and better as we we more go about, okay, with these different team comps, we can't just all play them the same way and stuff like that. And we try to get better at realizing what we actually have to do in the game.
So do you think that not so successful split so far has been because you're still learning how to play together?
I think there's been a lot of things why we are where we are right now.
Can you elaborate on that?
I think it's just mainly a lot of different things where in the end it comes down to us just being a bit overconfident, I guess, and then not having enough practice.
Yeah. Do you think that all the high expectations in the beginning of the split and all the talk about the super team was part of that reason?
I think it can have affected somebody in the team for sure, because like last year there was all this Reddit hate on EG around All Stars and stuff because we got a lot of votes because we were a really popular team. So me and Wicked basically already have tried to deal with that kind of thing, and we can pretty easily ignore it. We don't really read Reddit, any of us. So right now it's basically just like, okay, people have been trying it, and yes, like after losing 0-4 in the first Super Week, I think it had some kind of influence. But I don't think it's anything that anyone is taking too personal, and I think all of us can handle it pretty well.
What do you think about your ex-teammates' performance in NA, and is there any regret in you that you have parted ways with them?
I don't regret anything I've done so far. I think they have been doing all right in the NA scene. Like obviously right now they're not really having that good results in win and losses. It's pretty much the same as us. But I think they have been doing pretty well.
So you're playing against Wolves, Gambit and Rocket in the rest of the Super Week. What are your expectations about those matches?
I think mainly we just want to play like we have practiced in scrims, and then ban out some of their comfort champions. And that's really about it. Like I think if we play like we practice when we're scrimming, I think we'll have a good chance of winning all the games.
And since there's only a few weeks left from the spring split, and probably the All-Star votes will come up soon, can you share what your votes would be?
I haven't really thought too much about what my vote would be. Like basically what I would want from people that are actually voting is like actually go like do research about the people. If you care a lot about actually winning All-Stars, like go research how they actually been playing and like go watch some replays with okay, how has this guy actually been doing and stuff, because usually there will be a lot of things about people are like talking about, oh, this guy is doing super great and stuff, and if you watch the replays there's like always small mistakes you can find with every single player, but it's like actually doing like research and stuff instead of just voting for who your favorite is.
Okay, thank you very much for the interview and best of luck in the rest of your matches this week.
Thanks.